Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth. We are going to be continuing on in the CEPHER. We are reading in 2 Maccabees. We're starting in 2 Maccabees today. Yes, here we are. Okay. So 2 Maccabees 1. The brethren, the Yahudim, that be at Jerusalem and in the land of Yehud, and it says the region of Judea on the bottom, wish unto the brethren, the Yahudim, that are throughout Mitzrayim, or Egypt, health and peace. Allahim, Yahuah, be gracious unto you, and remember his covenant that he made with Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, his faithful servants, and give you all a heart to serve him, and to do his will, with a good courage and a willing mind, and open your hearts in his Torah and commandments, and send you peace, and hear your prayers, and be at one with you, and never forsake you in time of trouble. And now we be here praying for you. What time, as Demetrius reigned in the 169th year, we the Yahudim wrote unto you in the extremity of trouble that came upon us in those years, from the time that Yacon and his company revolted from the Kodesh land and kingdom, and burned the porch, and shed innocent blood. Then we prayed unto Yahuah, and were heard. We offered also sacrifices and fine flour, and lighted lamps, and set forth the loaves. And now see that ye keep the feast of Chanukah. And it says Yochanan 10:22 to reference that word right there, in the month of Kislev. In the 184th year, the people that were at Jerusalem and in Yehudah, and the council in Yehudah, sent greetings and health unto Aristobulus, King Ptolemy's master, who was of the stock of the anointed priests, and to the Yahudim that were in Mitzrayim. So much so, as Yahuah has delivered us from great perils, we thank him highly, as having been in battle against a king. For he cast them out that fought within the Kodesh city. For when the leader was come into Persia, and the army with him that seemed invincible, they were slain in the temple of Nanea by the deceit of Nanea's priest. For Antiochus, as though he would marry her, came into the place, and his friends that were with him, to receive money in the name of a dowry, which when the priests of Nanea had set forth, and he was entered with a small company into the compass of the temple, they shut the temple as soon as Antiochus was come in. And opening a privy door of the floor, they threw stones like thunderbolts, and struck down the captain, hewed them in pieces, smote off their heads, and cast them to those that were without. Blessed be our Yahuah in all things, who has delivered up the wicked. Therefore, whereas we are now purposed to keep the purification of the temple upon the 25th day of the month Kislev, we thought it necessary to certify you thereof, that ye also might keep it, as the feast of Chanukah, or Hanukkah, and of the fire, which was given us when Nehemiah offered sacrifice. After that, he had built the temple and the altar. For when our fathers were led into Persia, the priests that were then devout took the fire of the altar privily, and hid it in a hollow place of a pit without water, where they kept it sure, so that the place was unknown to all men. Now after many years, when it pleased Yahuah, Nehemiah, being sent from the king of Persia, did send of the posterity of those priests that had hid it to the fire. But when they told us they found no fire, but thick water, then commanded he them to draw it up, and to bring it. And when the sacrifices were laid on, Nehemiah commanded the priests to sprinkle the wood and the things laid thereupon with the water. When this was done, and the time came that the sun shone, which afore was hid in the cloud, there was a great fire kindled, so that every man marveled. And the priest made a prayer while the sacrifice was consuming. I say, both the priests and all the rest, Jonathan beginning, and the rest answering thereunto, as Nehemiah did. And the prayer was after this manner. O Yahuah, Yahuah Elohim, creator of all things, who is fearful and strong and righteous and merciful, and the only and gracious King, the only giver of all things, the only just, almighty, and everlasting, you that deliver Yasharal from all trouble, and did choose the fathers and sanctify them, receive the sacrifice for your whole people, Yasharal, and guard your own portion and sanctify it. Gather those together that are scattered from us. Deliver them that serve among the heathen. Look upon them that are despised and abhorred. And let the heathen know that you are our Elohim. Punish them that oppress us, and with pride do us wrong. Plant your people again in your Kodesh place, as Moshe has spoken. And the priests sung psalms of thanksgiving. Now, when the sacrifice was consumed, Nehemiah commanded the water that was left to be poured on the great stones. When this was done, there was kindled a flame, but it was consumed by the light that shined from the altar. So when this matter was known, it was told the king of Persia that in the place where the priests that were led away had hid the fire, there appeared water, and that Nehemiah had purified the sacrifices therewith. Then the king, enclosing the place, made it Kodesh, after he had tried the matter. And the king took many gifts, and bestowed thereof on those whom he would gratify. And Nehemiah called this thing Naphthar, which is as much as to say a cleansing, but many men call it Nephu. Yo, Roscoe. Next time we will be reading 2 Maccabees 2. I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson today. And now it's time to praise Yahuah. Let all who has breath praise Yahuah. Every breath we take says Yahuah. He engraved his signature in our faces. Yod-Heh-U-Hey is in our DNA. So whether you are awake or asleep in Mashiach, whether you know his name or not, your body praises Yahuah every day. All you have to do is remember the secrets hidden within you. Yahuah is the Word. He breathes the breath of life into every human being. We have the truth lying within us, the commandments inscribed on our hearts, the Word in our minds. Let all who has breath praise Yahuah. Every breath we take says Yahuah. He engraved his signature in our faces. Yod-Heh-U-Hey is in our DNA. We have Abba Yahuah within our mind, body, and ruach. All you gotta do is let him wipe the scales from your eyes. He will show you it all. He is the Aleph and the Tav. and cast into the vine, and he will always call you mine. Hallelujah. Yahuah. That was Yahuah's name within us. I hope everyone has an amazing rest of their day. I will be starting to make zits again once I'm done with my essay. I should be done my essay by tomorrow because it's due by tomorrow at midnight. So that's when I'll be starting to make more zits, and then I'll post some in the community section so you guys can see. If you guys would like to order some, let me know. Or you can just click the link in my description box. I love you all with an everlasting love, as our Abba Yahuah and the Shamayim loves each and every one of us. Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth.